Sitting high atop Oakland is this Spanish Mediterranean villa, and it is perched up here in the Claremont Pines neighborhood like a well-kept secret. This is 5850 Acacia Avenue in Oakland, California. 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, over 3,500 square feet of living space, listed for $2.85 million by Aaron Brown of KW Advisors East Bay. And even the front courtyard before we get into the house is sprawling with multiple places to sit, enjoy, entertain, and just look at the architecture of the exterior. Wait, I almost missed this. We even have some Spanish tile inlays on the stairs on the exterior, heading up to the covered portico with the exposed beams and the statement door here. Now, this is a big house. This is gonna be a bit longer of a tour, but that's because there is so much detail to see. Like all of this that we come into contact with the second we step through the door. Firstly, look at this small window this is the mail slot. With the old glass bottle window above, even the flooring in the entryway here is eye-catching and interesting. And one of the things we're gonna see a lot of are vintage light fixtures like the one hanging above. We're gonna take a left from the entryway and head right into the first space. Here we have the true chef's kitchen. It is massive. The large oversized island right in the middle. We'll check back more on that, but I wanted to point out the corner breakfast nook with the built-in benches and the big windows behind it. And here's a better look at that kitchen. Love those pendant lights hanging over the top. Lots of storage even on the backside of the island. Solid stone countertops, beautiful hardware on the sink. Our dishwashing view gives us peeks into our backyard. Look at this hand-laid tile on the backsplash. It is such a beautiful, soft pop of color in this kitchen, and I think it goes perfectly with those stainless steel appliances, the brown cabinets, the whites. Now you might be thinking, well, Matt, where's the refrigerator? It's back in its own extra room here. And that's because it's so massive, it needed its own space. Plus you got the wine fridge capping everything off. This is truly a chef's kitchen, and just like I pointed out earlier, here's another one of those vintage light fixtures. Now, this house was built in 1929, so having a bit of those vintage pieces left behind is beautiful to see. Through the arched doorway leads us to the dining room. We find windows on all sides, dousing the area in natural light. Crown molding, the wood crown molding up on the top, and as we peek outside, we can even see some of our backyard, and look at that. Oh, there's a little bit of, that's San Francisco, right across the bay, right there. So you even have some views in your dining room, and another vintage light fixture over the top. I love that one. That one feels more like a castle, doesn't it? Now we're gonna leave the kitchen area, take a left, and head down the hallway just for a little bit because there's 2 things I wanna show you. One, these sconces are so interesting and so cool. And there's even a guest bedroom in this space, and look how swanky it is. Look at that wallpaper drenched all the way around, and the colored tile on the floors. I love these vibey little powder rooms so much. This is also where we get downstairs. We'll check that out in a minute because firstly, we need to walk up the main staircase with more of those Spanish tile inlays all throughout because that gets us into the living room. And look at this. Soaring ceilings above, dramatic, large, exposed beams, and can we see the hand-painted details on all of them? The craftsmanship in this home is just incredible. The woodworking, the ironworking. We have the centerpiece fireplace, which you know they were going to adorn with more of those artistic tilings that we find in the Spanish Mediterranean homes. There's a built-in hutch in this room as well. All the sconces along the walls, the gigantic window that we saw from the front of the home when we were walking in. It's just picturesque in here. It's absolutely perfect. There's nothing, not a single thing I would change. All right, now let's loop around back to that staircase and start heading up to the second level. And before we get up there, look at this small pass-through here. Just a cute little touch as you're walking up the stairs. If you want to look one more time lovingly into the living room while people are having fun as you retire to the upstairs, I think that to me is what it is. Now we're going to continue walking straight because the first room we get to is a sitting room. This is the circular turret that we saw from the exterior as well. It also leads to a small balcony, giving you the opportunity to step outside and take in your surroundings and just listen. Be zen up here for just a moment. Thank you for allowing me that little respite, everyone. I appreciate it. And as we continue walking through this room, we find it's actually part of the primary bedroom upstairs, the largest bedroom, the suite of the home. It features more of those vintage light fixtures, plenty of room for whatever size mattress you have, a sizable window giving you even more views of San Francisco and the Bay right outside your doorstep. Ooh, we even see a little bit of the Golden Gate Bridge up here. Because we're higher, we get a better vantage point. The closet system, these built-in closets and cupboards, and they are just as beautiful as the first day they were made. And around the other side of the bed leads us into the ensuite bathroom, and it is just as lush and lavish as the rest of the house. All of the high-end finishes, the closet system in the walk-in, skylight above the large soaking tub with another vintage light fixture over top, and the walk-in shower with all the finishes. All of that wow factor. We have the shower niche passing the shower niche check, and I don't normally show these rooms, but because there's one more light fixture and that adorable built-in medicine cabinet, I had to show it off. Now the rest of the upstairs level are guest bedrooms and bathrooms, like this guest bathroom here, shower over tub, 3 shower niches, because if you have kids, you need a place to wash them. Another adorable built-in medicine cabinet. I love all those vintage wood pieces that are still alive in the home today. Now I want to show you these 2 guest rooms. They're small, but there is a little window between the 2. And if it's a brother, sister, siblings of some kind, you could talk to each other, peek through each other. But if you want a little privacy, you could put that small shade up. Is that just the cutest thing you've ever seen? Now this downstairs area could either be flex space or it could be sort of like a multi-generational person's area because you have laundry, you have a bathroom, and you have a gigantic bedroom down here as well. So while it's not totally standalone like an ADU or anything like that, just having a space down here like this is a big selling point. There is even another bonus room down here. Use it for whatever you want. A den, a rumpus room, a media room. Utilize it however you see fit. All right, now let's check out the grounds of this home. You do have off-street parking down the side of the home, but it's also an entertainer's area, hardscaped, so it's great for some outside dining. But as we get to the back of the home, now we can see these large patches of grass, some gardening, mature trees, a place for a fire pit. I mean, there's just so much back here. And there's a little more to see, but I want to get up to this top vantage point here first because